What are the most important 5 words a husband can say to his wife? I love you? That's only 3 words. I'm sorry? Only 2 words. I forgive you. That's still only 3 words. Aren't those all the most important words you can say to your wife? Well, if I had to offer a soon-to-be husband the 5 most important words he can ever say to his wife, these are them. How can I help you? Be honest, man. If your wife would simply answer that question, it would save a lot of doomed to fail guesswork. I know some husbands who feel they are in a seemingly endless and unwinnable game of guessing. He's trying to show love and genuine care for his wife in meaningful ways, but he never knows from one day to the next what the right answer or the right action is going to be. One day he comes in from work bringing flowers. That seems to be a winner. Yes. A week or so later, he comes home with flowers and gets a lecture. Why do you waste money on flowers? Do you think you can buy my love? Why don't you spend more time with the kids? The poor guy doesn't know which way to turn. And that's one reason I suggest the 5 most important words. How can I help you? Then a husband doesn't feel like he's guessing. Now, admittedly, I'm blessed to be married to a woman who will answer this question very directly for me. If I have to guess, is that what she really wants? It's a bad situation. Now, I admit, every once in a while, I don't like the answer I receive. The task that she would find most helpful wasn't at all what I hoped for or what I expected her to say. My ideas of helpful usually have much less work and are much different. But then the choice becomes, do I want to serve my wife or not? And that's a much easier choice than guessing what to do from a list of options, recognizing there's at least a 50% chance of guessing wrong. And another reason I like asking, how can I help you, is because that's a chance to be a servant leader in my home. Not only does doing what my wife asks serve her, but it also sets a great example for our children of how to work together and how to show love for one another. Finally, asking how can I help you actually helps you express the other important words, the ones I mentioned at the beginning of this video. When your wife is able to verbalize what is most helpful to her, this enables you to speak her love language. Even the slowest of us husbands will eventually realize after a few weeks of hearing the same answers to that question how your wife experiences love. While all the love languages are important, individuals generally have 1 or 2 love languages that communicate most clearly to them. And for a husband or a wife to understand what language says I love you best is great, and it helps you say I love you in both word and action. And hopefully it also minimizes the number of times you have to say I'm sorry or will you forgive me. Of course, these 5 words can not only be helpful for a husband in a marriage, they can be also helpful to make you a better leader. Thanks for watching this video on Leadership in Life's YouTube channel, a place where I share small pieces of things that are happening in my everyday life and how they apply to principles of leadership. If you enjoy this video, feel free to share it with your friends or leave a comment below. Keep living and keep leading.